At first, we didn't talk a lot. We just talked like on the platform and once a month during those meetings, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then COVID hit, and we didn't talk much at all. And then we just started hanging out and never stopped. I guess it's easy. We just really click. Yeah.
Yeah, I think our first match day together, I had the same feeling that I was hoping that she was my little, and like that was pretty apparent when she walked in. I was like, "Yep, that's my little." And it has been like just an easy connection. Like just the two of us have like clicked immediately, and then still clicking together now, and enjoying our time together. And we do a lot of good things. And so it was a little challenging in the beginning, just starting off, but you know, we figured out our stride, and it worked out pretty well.
When we first matched, I was in high school. Yeah. And then I went to college, and we never stopped talking. It was like, it was great, you know, like being stressed out at work and then hanging out with my big sister. It was just like, it's just fun, laughs, you know, you really click.
When I first signed up to be a big, I was at like kind of a weird place personally in my life. I was kind of trying to figure out what I wanted to do and where I wanted to go, even whether or not I wanted to stay here at Big Brothers Big Sisters. I had a lot of challenging things happening all at the same time. And it's kind of weird how the universe kind of aligns and like puts things right into perspective when you want it to, or when you didn't even realize you needed it to. And this was one of those opportunities because this new program started, and they initially said, you know, it's an e-mentoring program. And I was like, I don't know if I want to do that. And then they said it's going to be partnered with Parkway Middle College. So a little fun fact, I graduated from Parkway when I was in high school, and it wasn't called Middle College when I went there, but it was life-changing for me going to Parkway. And so I thought, well, wouldn't that just be interesting to be able to give back to the school that gave me so much in my early years? And so I had only hoped to just be able to, you know, help a student get through high school and maybe get to college. Like, because that's not always guaranteed. Like, sometimes that's not the plan for some people. But I just wanted them to get through high school, and if I could help through that, that was all I had hoped for. And then it turned out to be the best thing that could have ever happened for me, because I didn't know how much I was going to get back from that relationship and being a mentor. And even though working here at Big Brothers Big Sisters, where I coach bigs and teach them how to be a mentor, I myself didn't even trust that I would actually get so much out of it, and I did. So when, you know, Leah finally graduated from Parkway and graduated in high school, we transitioned our match into Big Futures, and that was a new and important part of our relationship. And so it started with us transitioning into college, and it was very new and different. And Big Futures was really great because it helped us kind of figure out how to handle that next step. And so while we were in Big Futures, we were still supported and had tons of resources available to us, which was great and really helpful for me because I hadn't been in college for quite a few years. And so not knowing what that looked like for Leah in college now, I definitely needed that support for someone to help me, you know, navigate that world for her as far as like living on campus and what that looked like, because I didn't live on campus when I went to college. I commuted. So like that was also a new challenge for me to kind of navigate. So Big Futures really helped us take that next step into the next journey of life for Leah. And so it was really great. And it really helped us figure out what we needed to do and what we needed to prioritize in our match moving forward.
And then when she told me about being an AmeriCorps member here, I just immediately was like, yes. Like, it felt like a no-brainer to come here to help out after, they matched me with Portia. And I plan on being with her forever, so I'm very grateful to them. So I thought, yeah, definitely come here and help out. And I really hope that I'm doing a good job and, not like putting like a bad impression on her too. Because if I do a bad job, that kind of looks bad on her too. So...
Not at all. Definitely not at all.
Yeah.
I felt like I was also an AmeriCorps member, so I understood that very weird, awkward time after you graduate college and someone is telling you, you need to now figure out what to do in life. And I felt like, well, AmeriCorps was really helpful for me when I was trying to figure out those weird years of, do I go into the workforce? Do I like go back to school and get a master's degree. It was like kind of weird. And so I suggested AmeriCorps because it was also really life-changing for me, but also it provided like just so much more professional experience. And of course, the education award at the end, which helps her get some of that loan debt down, which is also great. But it just so happened to align pretty perfectly that you were going to get a chance and opportunity to work here. And I'm so happy that you are able to give back and kind of like pay it forward. And it's like full circle. And trust and believe you're not doing anything bad here that's going to be bad on us or on me. I think you being here is actually what we hope for in a lot of our matches. And like, seeing that full circle of life and being able to give back. So trust, you're doing a good job. Okay. There's no level of gratitude that I could give Leah for how much she has brought joy to my life and how much she has helped me transition out of those really weird and challenging times back then that she didn't even know about. Just those little small nuggets of joy that she gave me is like kept and like I still keep with me. And I do think that sometimes when people think of mentoring relationships, especially like ours and starting in a school-based type of programming, is that people automatically think like the big stuff. Like, I can't wait to see my little graduate from college or high school. And granted, I will say I've been blessed enough to have seen 3 graduations for her, which is high school, community college, and Holy Family. But I will say that the biggest impact or like thing that I've taken away from our relationship is the text message where she asked me, do you want to go to dinner together? And that has been bigger and more impactful in my life than those 3 graduations. And those are still really high up there. But I'll have to say that being a mentor is more than just getting them to that one achievement or accomplishment in life that we set as an expectation. It's bigger than that. It's about the long-lasting relationship that you can make with someone that you don't know. And then like, she was 14 and now she's 20. And like, I'm so happy to see the person that she's like, the young woman that she's grown up to be. And I'm just excited to see where else this life is going to take both of us. And hopefully it's going to be to really weird and fun places.
Oh, definitely.